The invisible setup. Level 1 is eerie because you don't feel a thing. You are walking around, enjoying your day, completely oblivious. But deep inside your tissues, the trap is being set. Let's say you breathe in a bit of tree pollen. Now, in a non-allergic person, the immune system looks at it and goes, "Oh, a piece of a plant. Whatever." But in your body, the security guards spot it and trigger a total code red. Your body goes into emergency manufacturing mode. It starts creating specialized proteins called IgE antibodies. Think of these like highly specific wanted posters tailored for that exact type of pollen. Then your body takes these posters and glues them to the outside of these specialized cells called mast cells. Mast cells are basically the landmines of your immune system. They sit in your nose, your eyes, and your skin, packed to the brim with a powerful chemical called histamine. Right now, you feel totally fine, but your immune system has just wired your entire face with explosives, waiting for that pollen to come back. First contact. The next day you walk outside, and boom, first contact. The pollen lands in your nose, touches one of those wanted posters, and the tripwire snaps. The mast cells instantly rupture, dumping a flood of histamine into your surrounding tissue. This is the exact second the allergy attack actually begins for you. And it starts with the itch. Histamine's primary job is to get things out, and the fastest way to do that is to irritate your nerve endings. That deep, maddening tickle in the back of your nose or the roof of your mouth, that's histamine poking your nerves, screaming at your brain to act. Your brain receives the panic signal and triggers a violent full-body reflex, a massive sneeze, or 5 sneezes, or 10. It's your body desperately trying to create a hurricane-force wind to literally blow the intruders out of the building. The floodgates open. If the sneezing didn't work, and let's be honest, it rarely does, your body realizes it needs to change tactics. Welcome to level 3. Histamine walks over to your local blood vessels and tells them to do 2 things: widen up and get leaky. Why? Because your immune system wants to open up the highways. It needs to rush millions of white blood cells directly to the war zone in your nose. But when the blood vessels in your nose swell up and expand, they take up all the room. Suddenly, your nasal passages are physically pinched shut. You are now breathing entirely through your mouth, sounding like a broken clarinet, unable to smell a thing. To make matters worse, all those leaky blood vessels start dumping fluid into your mucous glands. Your nose goes into absolute overdrive, producing a never-ending stream of clear fluid. It's not elegant, and it's deeply annoying, but your body genuinely thinks it's doing you a favor. It's trying to wash the pollen away like a fire hose, cleaning a sidewalk. Collateral damage. By the time you hit level 4, the battle has spread. The histamine has traveled, and now your eyes are caught in the crossfire. The blood vessels in the whites of your eyes swell up, making you look like you haven't slept in a week. They burn, they water, and they itch so intensely that you want to physically take your eyeballs out, scratch them, and put them back in. But the most brutal part of level 4 isn't even physical, it's the allergy fog. Have you ever noticed how a bad allergy attack makes you feel genuinely stupid? Like your brain is stuck in wet cement? That's because your immune system is burning an immense amount of energy fighting this imaginary war. It releases inflammatory chemicals that cross into your brain, causing fatigue, headaches, and a total lack of concentration. You feel like you have a horrible flu, all because of some tree dust. The deep lung lock. For a lot of people, thank goodness, the attack peaks at level 4, but for millions of others, the allergens manage to slip past the nose and travel deeper, down into the lungs. This is level 5, and this is where it stops being annoying and starts being scary. Your lower airways react exactly the same way your nose did. The lining of your bronchial tubes swells up, and they start pumping out thick mucus. But unlike your nose, your airways are surrounded by bands of muscle. When these muscles detect the allergen, they panic and go into a violent spasm, clamping shut. Suddenly, you're trying to breathe through a tiny clogged straw. Taking a breath in is exhausting, but pushing the air out is almost impossible. That's what causes that distinct high-pitched whistling sound we call wheezing. Your chest feels like someone is standing on it with full weight. It is a terrifying claustrophobic feeling, all because your lungs are trying to trap a particle that couldn't actually hurt you anyway. The system meltdown. This is the final ultimate level, system meltdown, otherwise known as anaphylaxis. This level usually doesn't happen from pollen. It's typically triggered by things that get directly into your system, like a peanut allergy, a bee sting, or a medication. At level 6, your immune system doesn't just stage a local protest in your nose or your lungs. It launches a full-scale, unhinged nuclear strike. It releases a catastrophic tidal wave of histamine into your entire bloodstream all at once. And remember what histamine does to blood vessels? It makes them widen and leak. Because every blood vessel in your body opens up at the exact same time, your blood pressure completely plummets. Your heart struggles to pump oxygen to your brain. Your throat swells so severely that your airway completely closes. You might break out in hives from head to toe, vomit, or lose consciousness. It is a profound irony. Your body's defense mechanism is so incredibly powerful and wants to protect you so badly that it will literally shut the entire system down to stop the threat. The only thing that can halt this meltdown is a massive, immediate dose of adrenaline, an EpiPen, which acts like a master reset button, forcing your blood vessels to tighten back up and opening your airways so you can breathe. Conclusion: relax, it's just a cat. Whether your allergy attack stops at a couple of annoying loud sneezes or escalates into a full-scale emergency, it's pretty wild to look at the sheer, raw power inside of us. At the end of the day, your body isn't trying to punish you. It actually loves you. It wants you to survive so badly that it will literally tear the whole house down just to get rid of a microscopic speck of dust. So, the next time your eyes start to water and you feel that familiar prickle in your nose, just take a deep breath. Look inward and tell your immune system, hey, I love the enthusiasm, truly. But it's just a cat. Let's everybody just relax.